Almost 1 out of every 2 Syrian refugee children living in Lebanon is currently out of school, more than 180,000 children aged 5 to 17. The out-of-school rate has actually gone down significantly over the past 2 years, from 78% in 2014 to 49% in November 2015. This is due largely in part to the Ministry of Education's Reaching All Children with Education, or RACE campaign, which aimed to enroll 200,000 Syrian refugees in Lebanese public schools. However, many refugee families are instead choosing to enroll their children in uncertified Syrian community schools because they are trusted and legitimate sources of education within refugee communities. Regardless of where they go to school in Lebanon, Syrian refugee students face significant barriers in both getting to school and staying there. I spoke with principals and teachers inside 3 Syrian community schools in Lebanon about some of these challenges facing their students. One teacher emphasized that poverty, poor living conditions in Lebanon, and the trauma they have experienced in Syria hinder refugee student learning.
The life is different here. They have like small places here to live in. A lot of them they live with another families, like with uncle families or with part of them family from Syria. They came here and they live together because they can't pay the rent for big houses or to study at home. There is no electricity. And there is no supporting at home for them to study. Yeah, there is no room and there is no spaces, and because there is nobody to help them at home actually.
With their homework?
Yeah, with them homework. So we try to do everything at school, and we give them like a little homeworks to do at home.
And do you find that they face any other challenges academically? Like, are they able to focus here at school?
Yeah, it depends to the situations. A lot of them, like the new kids who they came from Syria nearly, they saw a lot of crashes there. They were just inside the war. So yeah, we have some special cases that we need to work more with them to support them to not to forget, but to go out of the situation and start normally with other kids.
So one school has developed creative ways to help students deal with psychosocial issues and express themselves, such as theater and art therapy classes.
We have 2 painting workshops with the kids, with the therapist. We have 1 psychodrama therapy here with the kids, but that was 2 years ago. Because when we start with the kids, they have different kind of problems. But most of them at that time, they was just fleeing from Syria. They see the war. They have a family member get killed. They see some of the dead bodies. They know about the bombing. They see the bombing. Most of them, they know the gun by the sound.
Another teacher spoke about some of the challenges that result from the differences between the Lebanese and Syrian school system, as well as long-standing historical and political tensions between the 2 countries.
They're facing the academic challenges not just because they're refugees, but the school system in Lebanon is way different than the school system in Syria. And the subjects we teach in Lebanon, they might be like we teach science, they teach science. But in Lebanon, starting grade 5 or 4, I'm not sure, in the elementary school, we skip the Arabic and we start teaching in English. So
in Lebanon in grade 5, you said?
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I'm not sure. And so they come here having to be. They've been skipping school since like 2 or 3 years. But they've already been taught in Arabic, and so they come to Lebanon. They want to continue.
In Arabic.
They have to continue in English. And so they have zero background. This is basically what comes to the academic challenges, and of course the fact that the political situations between Lebanese and Syrians is not as good as it should be, and so they face a lot of racism.
Historically,
it wasn't good, and now because like great numbers came in and the country is small, and the effect of the previous conflicts between Lebanese and Syrians, so they're facing racism and
discrimination,
poverty.
Yeah, of course.
It's like the list could go on for like 2 hours. I'm going to talk what they're facing.
Sure.
But that's it.
One school principal mentioned that enrollment numbers decreased significantly after grade 4 because students drop out to work, either inside or outside the home. Students have often missed 2 or more years of school due to the conflict, and either don't know how to hold a pen or have forgotten how. Despite these and other challenges, however, many refugee students are beating the odds and succeeding academically. Syrian refugee schools are filling crucial gaps in education provision by providing comprehensive and holistic support for their students. This is Dominique Spencer, reporting for IENN.